Godzilla King of the Monsters is so goddamn good, you guys. It's a giant monster ball the likes of which we've never seen before, that didn't involve rubber suits. The action, the pacing, the music, even the human parts, which are a complete throwaway in most kaiju movies, aren't terrible. The movie should be doing amazingly, and yet critics hate it. I mean, what the hell do critics know, right? So when 2014's Godzilla came out, it was needled, and quite rightly so, for not having enough monster in it. And, well, they weren't completely wrong. But I also remember critics from 1998 saying that year's Godzilla had too much monster in it. The phrase, no and also fuck you, comes readily to mind. That movie, for all its flaws, of which there are many, had pretty much the right amount of Zilla in it. With Godzilla 2014, legendary Godzilla, director Gareth Edwards was quite clearly building up very deliberately to a certain tone. We are not in control anymore, is the overwhelming sense that one gets from that film. And it's only going to get weirder. That sort of existential dread suffuses the film in a way that just hits the right spots in the brain. Godzilla may be a cultural icon, and you may remember him fondly as the hero of a bunch of silly movies that were made in the 70s, but he's a monster. Maybe not quite the body horror mutant nightmare that Shin Godzilla is, but legendary Godzilla is an unstoppable force of destruction in his own right. He's only on our side insofar as we're beneath his notice. Edwards also knew his audience, though, and blessed us with some of the greatest payoff moments in the film when legendary Goji lights up for the first time. Chef's kiss me and brilliant or wonderful. Next time, don't put so much Quicksilver and Scarlet Witch in there. So right after that, we get Kong, Skull Island, which put more Avengers on screen with kaiju for whatever goddamn reason, but also showed off Kong in a much better light than Itty Bitty Babby Kong from 2005. I missed a train because of that movie, and I still haven't forgiven Peter Jackson for it. But that one had a good story to go along with the kaiju action and was performed brilliantly as well. Much better action and much more consistent pacing. And then the post-credit scenes had us all geared up for more. So it's finally 2019, and I am sitting down to watch this movie and hearing scuttlebutt about, oh, it's not that good. Oh, the monster fighting is too prevalent. Like hearing that critics think a movie isn't very good has ever stopped me. I was sold from the first trailers. But as the film went on, I was almost able to set my watch to the story beats, and I could feel the scientific concoctions that went into the movie to make all the best moments go off just so. Great, brilliant, give me more. Inject it right into the pleasure centers of my brain. Avengers Endgame did the same thing, and nobody seemed to complain about that. When a movie has me, Captain Coldheart, with tears streaming down my face like this, don't you think that is a good fucking sign? Everything they did in this film, from retooling the brilliant score by Akira Ikufube to telling the story through the battle without human interference, made it amazing. It was like watching a classic wrestling match put on by a bunch of old favorites. You kind of know how the match is going to go, and they pull out some classic moves, but they do it just to get the crowd to pop. And pop we did. At least those of us who went to see the fucking movie. Here's the thing. They got it. They understood. They saw what people like when it comes to movies like this. We're coming for the kaiju fight, sure, but we're also coming for the baggage that comes along with it. We want Godzilla to be familiar. We want him to be a little different, but at the end of the day, we want to know exactly what we're getting. We're coming for the music stings. We're coming for the monster roars. We're coming for the nods to continuity that this movie provides. It's a love letter to older Godzilla films, which fans appreciate. It does the same things that good Godzilla movies and good kaiju movies in general do. It gives us great action beats with 50-story-tall behemoths. And this one also provides a sense of desperation for the humans who, well, a little bit on the one-note side, are exactly as they need to be for the sake of the story. The human element is something that's often overlooked, and while it is easy to just be like, whatever, humans say dumb thing, cut back to the kaiju fight, please. This one actually had me engaged with the character story, which is not easy to do in a kaiju film because I'm coming to go see Godzilla beat the shit out of somebody. It also gives us a taste of what the films to come are going to look like. It keeps it fresh. It preps us for the long haul with more down the line. It is building up a monster verse, and I am here for it. It's giving everything us kaiju fans want, and that's brilliant. It's fucking brilliant. King of the Monsters is a perfect encapsulation of a Godzilla film. It's done in an American style, but it has all the bits that we expect. It gathers the full breadth of continuity and says, yeah, we know, you know, we know too. Here's this. It respects the fan base that even got Godzilla this far in the States. And that's more important than any critical consensus will ever end up being. At the end of the day, it is a goddamn brilliant Godzilla movie and a damn fine film. Some people have complained that, oh, it's just a big monster rampage, to which I say, duh. Some people have said, oh, I thought the 98 Godzilla movie was better, to which I say, are you fucking high? Have you seen that movie recently? For whatever King of the Monsters may have in the flaw section, and I'm not debating that there are probably flaws in this movie, though I wasn't paying very close attention to them, it's still the best Godzilla film we've gotten in the last 10 years outside of Shin Godzilla, which is a completely different animal. The movie is not so bad it's good either. Oh, this movie must be bad, but in a fun way. Well, no. Godzilla King of the Monsters isn't bad. It's good. It's a good Godzilla movie. And maybe that is a qualifier for some people, but to me, that generally marks it out as a good film in general. I don't really know how to say it's fucking brilliant for any longer than I already have, so I'm going to leave it at that. But if you haven't watched the new King of the Monsters and have any love for Godzilla at all, you have to put your butt in the seat at some point. Do it as a favor to yourself and do it as a favor to anybody who wants to see more of these movies get made, if you catch my drift. That being said, this is Professor Otaku, the greatest American anime critic, signing off.